Yo! Alright, boys. So, before the start of this video, this is an edit here. Alright, so the main event of UFC 311 just changed. There was a big change in the main event. Arman Tsarukyan got injured, literally trying to lose weight. Alright, he injured his back somehow, and now Renato Moicano is going to replace Arman Tsarukyan in the main event. Show me the money. Show me the money. Money Moicano. He has his chance to fight for the title and against Islam Makhachev. And this is big news, bro. Big news. So what's going to happen to Dariush? Who knows, man. I think that fight's just finished by this point. It's canceled at this point. So now Renato's gonna go and face Islam Makhachev, man. My heart goes out because my heart goes for Moni Moicano, but like literally, I'm gonna be honest, Islam Makhachev might beat him or will beat him. But if Moni Moicano can pull up an upset, can you imagine the huge upset that Moni Moicano can cause if he beats Islam Makhachev? Just imagine the scenes. Just imagine the scenes, bro. That will be crazy. He cannot afford to lose, all right? He cannot afford to lose. All right. Look, Islam Makhachev might beat him in the striking, but hey, Moni Moicano, he's pretty good himself, so we'll see what can happen in this fight, bro. But I just think Islam Makhachev is going to beat him, but I'm going to be rooting for Moni Moicano, man. I'm going to be rooting for Moni Moicano. Hopefully he gets this done and just everything will be, the world will shut down. We'll stop we'll stop for this moment if he wins, bro, because the chance of him beating Islam are so low that, man, it's going to be one of the biggest upsets if it happens, man. So good luck to Moni Moicano. And, yeah, so that's going to be the prediction here. I'm still going to play my other predictions, obviously, but I'm going to cut the prediction that I have for Arman. Oh, I'm going to leave it, maybe. I'm going to leave it, the Arman Tsarukyan thing, because, yeah, why not? I'm going to leave it, and, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Those were just my thoughts on what I thought the Arman Tsarukyan versus Islam Makhachev fight was gonna be like. So I'm still gonna leave that there. If you want to skip that part, y'all can skip that part. So yeah. Anyways, peace out, and wow, come on, Moni, get it done. Yo, all right, man. UFC 311. It's almost here. We're gonna give our predictions of the three main card, or the three main events. The main event, the co-main event, and I think yeah, we're gonna give a reaction on some of these fights, man. All right, first of all, this is gonna be a great card, man. There's a lot of good fighters in here, a lot of good matchups. We have, Jiri Prochazka, the samurai, the Bushido versus Jamal. With his beer gut, but this is gonna be a good fight, all right. And then we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov, which is going to be a really good fight, but it's gonna be tough for Merab, especially from what I've seen recently on Twitter. Then we have Arman Tsarukyan versus champion, one of the pound for pound number one, Islam Makhachev. He is, I'm gonna be honest, dude. Islam Makhachev, he's good, man. He's a really good fighter. That he's a champion and he's number one for a reason, man. So let's get it, man. All right, we're gonna go with the Renato Moicano first, and then let's go with the Kevin Holland and RDR. All right, man. Let's go with that one first. All right, Kevin Holland versus RDR. I don't know too much about RDR. All I knew is that he was formerly from one, and he was a double champion from two different weight classes. I think it was middleweight and light heavyweight. And then we have obviously Kevin Holland, which, man, Kevin Holland, he's a really good fighter. He's a really good fighter when he's like, Have you guys heard of the term sandbagging? It's kind of the term sandbagging on Smash Bros. If you guys don't know, there's this term on sandbagging on Smash Bros, which means that a really good player who's playing against weak opposition and he just decides to just fool around, play around, not take it seriously, and just not. That's what a sandbagging is, and a lot of people hate it in Smash. But it's what this guy reminds me of, Kevin Holland. Sandbagging, because this guy is really good, man, really good. There's been fights where he's looked good, but then out of a sudden he just completely just loses, which is crazy because this guy is really good. I think he's well-rounded. I think he's a really well-rounded fighter in Kevin Holland. But who did he lost? I forgot who he lost to. Who did he lost? I forgot who he lost to. But he lost a fight recently where he was just. I think he was winning, but then just at the end, I don't know what the fuck happened. But Kevin Holland, man, look, if Kevin Holland turns out sandbagging, it's terrible. He's not gonna. He might not win this fight, but RDR, brother, RDR, his striking is god awful, bro. From what I've seen the UFC, from what I saw for his first fight in the UFC, it was god awful, man. He's a Dutch, man. Dutch are normally known for their kickboxing and their striking, but RDR, he's mainly a grappler, so he needs to take you down, and that's where he does he performs. That's his game. But man, dude, if just Kevin Holland just needs just make sure he doesn't let it go to the ground. He needs to stay up, keep the distance. Kevin Holland, I think he has a sharper shots of, the better striking. And he has some good jiu-jitsu, some good, ground game. But I think he exceeds a little bit more on his striking. And I think he has better striking than RDR, man, from what I've seen. And I just think if Kevin Holland turns up, if he turns out and, performs, then he's gonna win. I do think Kevin Holland's gonna take this fight. RDR, it's just, the UFC just has tougher competition, man. And even though he was a double champion and won, I just don't think he has it enough to be a champion in the UFC, unfortunately, in RDR. So, he just needs to improve his striking, bro. I just don't know why he doesn't do that. He needs to improve his striking. He's a Dutch. Go with some Dutch legends and learn how to fucking strike, man. But yeah, I just don't think he's ever gonna be a champion. He's just too one-dimensional, in my opinion. His striking is just not good enough. But yeah, anyways, Kevin Holland's gonna take that W, man. I don't know. He might finish him, but I just think he might be by unanimous decision. So by judges. All right, so we got Renato Moicano. Show me the Mooney. Moicano versus Dariush. All right, Ben Dariush. Look, man. Right now, Renato Moicano, he's in a hot streak. He's hot right now. He's been performing at his best. He just went out there and his last fight dismantled Benoit Saint-Denis in his own backyard, man, in France, in front of the whole French, in front of his whole crowd. Renato Moicano put the performance of his life at 35 and went out there and just beat the shit out of fucking Benoit Saint-Denis. And damn, bro, he put the performance of a lifetime. Made the fight stop. The fucking doctors had to stop the fight because there was too much blood, too much too much. But man, he performed the performance of his lifetime recently. He's in a streak right now. I think he's on a 3 winning streak right now. I think 3 or 4 fight winning streak. And Ben Dariush, man, I think he's on a 2 losing streak. I think, and he's been knocked out, bro. I think it's the last fight he got KO'd, or it was fight before, but he got KO'd recently. And man, I just don't think Renato Moicano's in a hot streak, man. He's in a hot streak right now. He's been looking so good, man. Dariush hasn't been looking that good since he fought Tony Ferguson. He fought. Everybody can beat Tony Ferguson at this point, So, but fuck, it's gonna suck to see. But Renato's gonna take this one. He's gonna take this. He might finish him, bro. I just think Renato Moicano right now, he is a contender. He's a contender. He's at that level right now. He's a contender. And I do think he could fight for the title, man. Whether Islam is there or not, yeah, I mean, who knows? But he will definitely fight for the title, man. Renato Moicano, he's been showing me how good he's been looking. He's improved. And he's just... I had him in my fight of the year. Top 5 in my fight of the year. That's how good he was, man. That on 2024. So I expect good things from Renato Moicano here. Let me know, guys, if you guys think the same about, Renato Moicano. All right, man. We got Jamal Hill, man. I just don't like Jamal Hill. I just don't like him at all. I just don't like his attitude, bro. I was gonna give him a chance, but then after that whole situation when he lost to Alex Pereira, and he just completely just started blaming the ref, started blaming other but himself for the loss, and he's just been making a fool of himself the last couple of months, man. He says he's doing this shit for for promotion, to for being too talked about, for people to talk about it and to sort of keep him talking, so the public could keep talking about so they don't forget, to keep like a little storyline there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do. And man, he's just being annoying, bro. It's just I think he accepted the loss on the MMA Guru podcast. I think the interview, I do think he accepted the loss, that it was his fault, because he should have been, focused at all times, just like Alex was focused at all times. And he admitted that he got hit when he got clipped. Next thing you know, he did admit he got knocked out. So I gave him props for that, but it took him this long for him just to admit it, man. Come on. But look, all right. So he's fighting Jiří Procházka. He is, I think Jiří Procházka, obviously, he lacks the defense. But he shows he has the fucking chin, and he has a heart, and he has the heart of a warrior in the samurai. So I do think Jiří Procházka might take this one. A lot of people are saying that just because Jamal Hill might have a better defense than Jiří. I just think Jamal Hill is more chinny, bro. I just think he's a bit more chinny. And Jiří Procházka, he's awkward. He can hit you from different angles that Jamal Hill might not see him coming from. And I just think he's a better fighter, man, to be honest. I think he's a better fighter. I think Jamal Hill's average, bro. For me, Jamal Hill's an average fighter. He got lucky with Jiří Procházka getting injured. So they had they put Jamal Hill in place of Jiří so he could fight Glover, and so that's how he became a champion. But to be honest, man, I just think Jiří can sub. I've seen him sub. I think he subbed Glover. So I do think he could take him down and probably sub him. But I just think Jiří's gonna knock him out, bro. I just think he's gonna hit him with some weirds, samurai, awkward, fucking double fist, fucking double front flip kick to the face and knock him out. It's just, he's that type of dude, Jiří Procházka, he can, even though his defense is lacking, he has the chin. Because, dude, that war that he did with Rakic, he was losing that fight. He was getting his ass whipped. But then he just came back and just showed that his heart. Jamal Hill hasn't shown me that yet, to be honest, to be fair. The first good, clean hit from Alex knocked him out, And he hit him with the pinky toe, brother. He hit him with the pinky, man. If you go take a look back at that replay, he hit him with the pinky, bro, and knocked him out. So that's how chinny for me I think Jamal Hill is. So I do think Jiří Procházka is going to take this, man. If you guys are going for a nice little, little bet, I'm going to go for Jiří, man. Go for Jiří. He showed that he has a chin. And I just don't think Jamal Hill has that type of power either, like he claims to have. I just think his coaches and him, they just glaze him a lot, dude, to be honest. And I just don't think he's that good. I don't think he has the power that he believes he has. His nickname, the Sweet Dreams, has to be because he got, slept by Alex. It can't be because he knocked out people, because I just don't think he has that type of power. I mean, he has some KOs, but I just don't think he has the power to knock out somebody with the chin and heart of a samurai like Jiri Prohaska, man. So Jiri Prohaska, I'm going for Jiri on this one. All right, so we go to the co-main event, the first title fight of 2025, and which is Merab versus Umar. All right, dude. I'm rooting for my boy Merab because I just think Merab is just, I like him. I like his personality. I like the way he fights. I like his attitude. I think he's a funny guy. I just like him. And Umar, Umar is, he's a good fighter. He's a really good, well-rounded fighter. I think he might be. I think he has better striking than Merab. He probably has the same wrestling or better wrestling than Merab. Cardio, we don't know. I mean, at least I don't know. I haven't really seen that much of Omar, to be honest. But because he dominates his fights just like Merab dominates his fights. So these two dominate their fights. So it's gonna be a little different to see. Because one of them is not gonna be winning the fight. So one of them is gonna be down on the cards. So one of them is gonna be like, let's see what they can do, because they've always been in the position where they're dominating. So they haven't really had to change anything from their game plan. They go in there, they put in their game plan, they execute the game plan, and they come out victorious in reigning ways, fucking domination. So it's gonna be a little different because one of them's not gonna be up so far. So it's gonna be hard. I mean, shit, man. I'm rooting for Umar. No, I'm rooting for Merab. And I was thinking Merab could have taken this W, because I do think he has the capabilities to beat Umar. But, bro, what I've seen, I saw a picture of his knee, and I saw he was recovering from an injury a month ago, and he still has parts of that injury that you could still see it. You could still see the surgery, or I think that it was. It's not looking good for my boy Merab. I just think from what I've seen, bro, it's not looking good for him, bro. I just think Omar's gonna fucking see that and he's like, oh, he's gonna just clap his hands and just lick his lips, because he's gonna look at Merab and he's gonna see a turkey. He's gonna see a fucking turkey, all right, and he's gonna go in there and he's gonna go. And I just think Merab, from what I've seen, that injury looks pretty fucking. I just don't think Merab's gonna be 100%, man. I know a lot of fighters aren't 100% most of the time, but this guy is just definitely not 100%. He's like a 60% at max, bro, because he's still recuperating from that injury, man. So it's gonna be tough, man. So I wish him the best, but I just think Omar's gonna take this one, man. So if you guys want to go for the safer bet, it's Omar. By stoppage, I don't know, but definitely by decision. But I don't know, by stoppage, there could be a chance he could stop him, because he has that injury that he still looks bad in my opinion. But we'll see what Merab's made out of, man. But yeah, I have Umar winning that fight. Alright, we are on the last one, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening. We are talking about Islam Makhachev, the pound for pound number 1, against Arman Tsarukyan. So look, in this one, who do I have winning this fight between these two? They're both great fighters, but I do think Islam Makhachev has a slight advantage in his striking. I just think he's a better striker than Arman Tsarukyan. And I do think they cancel each other on the wrestling and the grappling. But I just think whoever has the better striking on this one might win. And I just think Islam Makhachev might repeat him, or he might beat him more convincingly this time. He's been looking good. Let's not forget, he's been looking good in this last couple of fights. So Arman's been looking well as well. But man, I just think from what I've heard from Arman Tsarukyan, the fact he's already a millionaire. His family, he comes from money. Like in his first training camp, he was pulling up with the Rolls Royce, bro. Alright, he was pulling out with the Rolls Royce. So, you can tell he's loaded with cash. So I just don't think he might. I don't think he trains that hard. I just don't know if he trains that hard. I don't know, man. I heard he doesn't train that hard either. So Man, dude, because I heard, little conversation that he had saying like, "Yo, if I train, how good would I be?" Something like that. Just paraphrasing it, but that's what I think he doesn't train that much. Because he's probably training his ass off for this fight. But man, Islam Makhachev, he's been doing this shit since he was a kid, bro. Since he was 7. He started Taekwondo at 7, and then transitioned to Sambo and just started doing Sambo and other martial arts, man. But man, I just don't think Arman Sarukian has that championship mentality, man. Especially after what he said. He said that once he becomes champion, he wants to get the money fights, which I don't understand. If you're loaded with cash, why the hell would you want to go for the money fights instead of going for the legacy fights? Which is, I don't understand, bro. I just don't understand. I just have Islam Makhachev beating him by a unanimous decision. I don't think he'll stop him. I think Sarukian's good enough not to get stopped by Islam Makhachev. But if Arman Sarukian has been training his ass off this training camp and really focus 100%, he might fucking perform even better than he did in his last time, in his first debut. So, because remember, they fought in... Islam Makhachev fought Arman Sarukian in his debut and beat him. It was a tough fight, but he beat him. But they're both different fighters now. So, but I do think Islam Makhachev is still ahead, a little bit ahead than Sarukian, man. So I do think Sarukian's gonna lose this one, and I do think Islam Makhachev's gonna be champion still. And yeah, those are my predictions and my picks for UFC 3. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. Who do you guys have winning? Who do you guys have losing? Let me know down in the comments below. So these are my picks from the main card. And these, I don't do prelims because I just do from when the main card starts. So, all right, I have Kevin Holland beating RDR. I have Renato Moicano beating Dariush. I have GD Prohashka beating Jumayo. I have Umar Nurmagomedov beating Merab. And I do have Islam Makhachev beating Arman Sarukian. So those are my final predictions, my final picks. And yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.